Hi guys, this is Jeff at Slavens Racing, and this video is about how to install a molecule skid plate on a KTM 390 Adventure. The same would apply to the Husqvarna 401, also the 250 models of the Husky and the KTM Adventure models. It should fit all those. I think this is the same procedure for all of them. But anyhow, this is a 2025 KTM 390 Adventure that I've got here. I've got the side panels off up here for another reason, but it has nothing to do with the skid plate. All right, so first of all, obviously you've got to remove the stock skid plate, and it's pretty simple. So underneath here are two bolts that you have to remove, one here and one here. I've already removed them, obviously. This is what they look like. They take a T30 Torx socket. And then to remove the front part, you need to put a wrench. There's a couple of nuts here. There's a nut right down there, and there's a nut right in here. And just put a boxing wrench on them and just let it kind of sit there while you go around to the other side of the bike. And from this side, you can use a 10 millimeter T-handle or whatever you have to unscrew these bolts. And I've already got these loose. So I should be able to just grab a hold of them with a pair of pliers here. Pull that out. It comes right off. So that part is very simple. From there, you have to mount this heavy duty bracket here for the skid plate. It's a very nice stainless steel TIG welded, excellent piece of workmanship compared to this kind of flimsy looking one here. Okay guys, I've got the stock skid plate off obviously, and I've got the molecule skid plate out of the package, and it comes in two pieces. So this back plate here is not bolted on when you get it. They do that to make the package smaller to reduce the shipping costs. And anyhow, it comes with these, what they call in their instructions, they call these barrel nuts. There wasn't any instructions in the package, but they do have instructions on their website. So these barrel nuts here, and then this plate lays on top of this plate. And you can see that this has been machined here, as well as the tail piece has been machined. And that's how it goes on, just like that. And on the bottom, I've got the countersink nuts that use a 4 millimeter Allen wrench. Hopefully you can see that. It's not kind of blurry. Anyhow, their instructions implied that you should put washers underneath those countersink bolts, and I didn't like that. So it's a washer that looks like this. And then that makes it stick out a little more. Not a big deal, especially on an adventure bike. But I didn't care for it, so I left those washers off, and it fits in there nice and tight. And then from there, it comes with a spacer, because this piece, you do not want it laying up here on the muffler. You do not want it touching the muffler, because it will melt it. So it comes with this spacer that fits right here, and it comes with the hardware to put that on. But I didn't like the spacer. I think it's too thick. That might be perfect for one of the other models, because this fits, you know, the Husky 401 models, and fits a couple of different KTM 390 models. So this might be needed for one of those. I don't know. They don't really know molecule either. They said they've run into a lot of little discrepancies between models. I think what Seth is going to do, Seth's the owner down there, I think he's going to include two spacers. This is what it sounded like from our conversation. Or maybe he'll determine don't need that thick one. Excuse me. So this one's 9.5 millimeters thick. This one's about 18.5 millimeters thick. And I just had some material around here. I think this is some UHMD. I just made my own. Just took a couple minutes, pretty easy. But like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to come in the future models. And as we find changes with products, we make suggestions to the manufacturers, and quite often they make rolling changes. So Anyhow, guys, it also comes with bolts to go through there, and the bolts to go through there do require the washer, like this. So you will need that washer when you're mounting this because this comes up from the bottom. Okay. And then we've got the stainless steel mounting bracket, which is a very nice piece. It mounts on exactly like the stock one, just those two bolts that you can see in the video, here and here. And you can see the orientation of it by this tab's different than this tab. So if you just look at this video, you can figure out how it goes on. All right, so I've got that all mounted up. Now I'm gonna go back over to the other side of the bike. Now the skid plate is ready to go on. And I start with the front two bolts. That's these two bolts here with the big washers that come in the kit. Takes an 8mm wrench or socket. I'm going to leave these two things on the side, and I'm just going to focus on these front two bolts right now. So I'm going to stick one through here, up onto the stainless steel mount. And the other one. Now I'm just going to snug these up with my fingers. And even just barely snug them with my fingers so that I can tilt this bottom back and down. And I'm going to use this thinner plate. And the hardware for that. So for that piece, the slotted holes that go through there are pretty wide, so I'm going to use the washers, the provided washers. Now, there was some discrepancy on the bolt lengths. They weren't quite right, so I'm pretty sure that Molecule will get this sorted out on future shipments. This is a pre-production one. They always send us out a pre-production so we can kind of see if everything fits right and also, bang on a little bit. Great guys to work with over there, and they make great products. Okay, then I'm going to put the other one in. I'm going to snug them both up, and wham bam, it's ready to go. So it's going to be up a little higher, like that, when it's done. So I'm not going to sit here and have you watch me tighten bolts. And I'm not going to give you torque specs either. And you really shouldn't even use the torque spec on something that's tightening down plastic, because the plastic will spread as you're tightening it. It would give you a false reading anyhow. So just snug them up good. If you're concerned about them coming loose, and put a little thread locker on them. This size bolt, you should probably use a blue. And guys, that's all there is to it. I mean, I've had this skid plate on and off several times, just in the production of this video and the production of making that little block. And it's about as easy as it gets. This is one of the easiest skid plates I've ever mounted before. So we've got these in stock at slavensracing.com. And if you would, please like us on Instagram and Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and always get out for some throttle therapy. That's why you bought your bike, so get out and get her done. That's all for now.